we're back in Nashville for a little bit. Today Marose is working, because if you didn't already know, she does freelance makeup. It's just extremely easy for her to get work while we are in the Nashville-based area, because that's where our home base used to be. And still kind of is, because we have family here. So while we're here, there are things that we need to touch up on the bus. To give you an idea, there were quite a few things that broke going down the road. One of them just so happens to be one of our doors. It broke while we were driving. There are a couple of other things that we would like to kind of rectify. For instance, the white paint gets extremely disgusting. Our bathroom door is a little cattywampus now. The moisture somehow seems to have kind of bowed that a little bit. We really want to paint these cabinets because they have gotten really disgusting. And today I think I am going to rip this out, possibly relocate it over here beside our other sofa, and then build a smaller one because the bus seat tends to push this back. So, I don't know, we've got a couple of honeydew things that, well, honey has got to do. And we're in the proper place to do it, where we've got tools, supplies, fresh cold water and showers for when we get nasty. That's the plan. Let's see what I can do. Hey friends. So, a lot of people have mentioned over the last year, really over about the last 5 months, that our refrigerator opens on the wrong direction. Which you're not wrong. There was a reason for it. We did actually swap the door on it 3 times and ended up in its original position. Because we were going to put the actual refrigerator behind where we are right now, opposed to where we actually ended up putting it to give us the L-shaped kitchen. And when we left the hardware kit and all of the paperwork here in Nashville. Well, now that we're back, I'm about to make all of about, I don't know, 50 to 100 people extremely happy by swapping this door around. So we have all of the pieces of hardware, have all of the tools that I'm gonna need, and let's just go ahead and get it done. One door off. We haven't swapped the hardware yet though. We're just taking off everything for the time being, and then we'll add it back in just a moment. So now I have to take this piece off. That's not gonna fit there. We may have to open this door. Yep. Even this is tight. Now we gotta get this guy back up in here. Never quite as easy as it seems. All right, check this out. Fit as a fiddle. Okay guys, so the fridge swapped over now. You're welcome. Huge things are taking place over here in the bus. You know, so I've been peeved for a really long time with the armrest on the driver's side sofa, so I removed it. And I have repurposed it elsewhere in the bus. It is now on the passenger side, but I'm gonna have to make a few modifications to it. So that's what I'm gonna work on right now. I think I'm actually gonna leave a little space below it. That way it could be kind of like storage or wood or whatever. So that's kind of the idea here. We'll see ultimately what I decide to do, but I'm excited because this is extremely functional in comparison to what it was over there. I've already sat in the seat and I can actually recline it where I couldn't before. Ultimately, the changes are to be more practical and more functional here in the bus, and I can already see that they're that way. I've also noticed, and we'll share this with anyone who may watch our videos or may subscribe to our channel who's building a bus right now, in your high traffic areas, I would seriously advise against white paint. We see white used time and time again, and we're guilty of it ourselves. But your high traffic areas where your hands or your feet are gonna be there pretty regularly, avoid white paint. I promise. Trust me on this, just don't do it. Even if it's wipeable, don't do it. It's way too much of a mess. So your walls, those are perfectly fine if, like for us, we're in a bus, we don't get a lot of traffic through here. But areas where your hands and feet touch regularly, avoid it at all costs. We've painted those areas now 3 times, and it only takes about a day for us to start getting back into a mess. But we have a couple of other changes coming too, so just stick along for that. Day 2 of bus renovations. I decided that we needed to have something on the dash. Our dash is sloped and quite a bit smaller than our friends who have Bluebirds or Internationals. So we wanted something level that we could put plants and other things on when we're stopped or when we're driving, really. Just something that we can utilize the little bit of space that we have up here. I've also decided that we are going to get rid of the major heavy metal area that holds our light monitor, the internal external switch for our speakers, indoor and outdoor speakers, and our Bluetooth in-dash unit, so for audio and music and stuff like that. But because I'm removing it, I have to make a wooden structure to house it all. But it's going to be significantly more compact, and I'm also thinking about putting a few little cubby areas in there as well. But what that means for me is that I've got to build things. So I've already been building a little bit of the shelf that we're going to have, and I'll show you what we've got so far. I know we've mentioned it before, but not every day is adventure. While we've been back in the Nashville area, we have been working on budgets, new merchandise, we've been putting together photos and videos, as well as reworking some things on the bus. And today, honestly, is just a standard work day for us. So we're about to bust out a new video. I've got ice cold coconut LaCroix. Got my speaker over here to play some tunes, and it's time to get to work. Also, we got a new camera. That way we don't have to lug this big thing around with us everywhere. So primarily our DSLR is going to be used for B-roll shots, and this is going to be our new vlog camera. So Canon G7X. We've heard nothing but good things about it, and we're excited to put it to use.